Philly Boulevard, PureMaduro.com. Today we're going to be pairing the biggest name in cigars with the biggest name in entertainment, along with one of the biggest names in whiskey. We're talking about the Cohiba Commodore, paired with Jameson 12-year Special Reserve. We've chosen a double Corona for this review. It's dark, very majestic, toothy, very oily as well. No slouches rolling this cigar. Very firm, evenly balanced, very neat cap, and also the foot is evenly packed. I did notice a crack at the head of the cigar, but the crack was removed. Let's give this cigar nothing but perfect points when it comes to aesthetic. Upon nosing the Jameson, you're going to get a very strong maple and pear-like aroma. That's going to be coupled with a spicy background with a very mellow and sweet foundation. This whiskey is aged for 12 years in bourbon and sherry casks, and that sherry adds the depth that we need for this review. One thing you're going to notice about the Commodore is it doesn't have any sweetness. In order for us to have a very round and balanced pairing, I'm depending on the Jameson Special Reserve to add that sweetness, but at the same time add its own flavors to the flavor profile of the overall pairing. First sip is going to reveal some of the toasted oak that you're going to get from the Oloroso sherry cask. In addition to that, you're going to get some nuttiness and some brown sugar. Subsequent sips are going to bring out a lot of the vanilla and the citrus. You owe all of this complexity to the sherry cask. But make no mistake, in terms of pairing a full-flavored, medium-bodied cigar, this Jameson Special Reserve really does fit the bill. The first draw of the Commodore was flawless. The smoke, very moist and rich. Not a lot of cream the way I like it, but the first draw had everything that you wanted to know that you were going to be in store for an incredible experience. The cigar lit evenly. As I went through the first third, the ash held for over an inch. The draw eventually got even better and opened up. Eventually the cream did come out of the cigar. But initially the first draw that I received had no tannins. You could tell that this tobacco in the wrapper, binder, and filler was meticulously matured. Absolutely no subsequent puffs of the first third also revealed those dark coffee notes and those dark cocoa notes as well. Now you combine that with the wood flavors that you're also getting. You combine that with the dense and rich smoke. That makes for an incredible first third, which bodes well for the rest of the cigar experience. Into the second third, you pretty much got the same flavors that you experienced in the first third. However, at this particular point in time, the draw really blossomed. The entire cigar experience got even better. Again, this is a double Corona, so we're talking about a very long first, second, and last third. More than anything though, in the second third, what came out of the box and hit me out of nowhere was a very strong white pepper and spice intensification. This was very well pronounced when I did a retrohale, which pretty much sealed the deal to let me know that I was smoking a serious cigar. During the last third, I pretty much had the same flavors from the first and the second. However, the cigar just mellowed out and the smoothness and the spiciness took over the entire experience. It was a well-crafted cigar. I experienced nothing but complexity and incredible construction for the entire experience. Make no mistake about it, the Cohiba Commodore is a top-notch cigar. The Jameson whiskey performed well during this particular pairing. The wood notes complemented the wood notes that I was getting from the cigar. The sweetness animated a lot of the flavors that the cigar offered up as well. Again, when you're getting dark coffee and cocoa and creamy smoke, the sweetness only makes the experience that more better. Make no mistake about it, this is an incredible pairing. I'd recommend this because I know a lot of people who follow me think that I only do single malt scotch and red wine. Well, you can add this Jameson Special Reserve to that repertoire of pairings. I gave the cigar a solid 9.2 points. I gave the whiskey a solid 8.7 points. And considering that this is Jay-Z, I had to represent for New York City. You know, it's not very often that somebody like myself gets to see an MC from the real era of hip-hop come up and do an incredible thing like produce a cigar of this magnitude. Make no mistake about it, I've also reviewed his cognac, which is Douce, an incredible cognac. And I will admit that whenever I bring this up to a lot of people, they hear the name JC, they automatically associate that with whatever socialization they bring to the table. And what you're left with is someone who cannot objectively judge a cigar or cognac. Well, let me tell you something. Douce is an incredible cognac, and I stand beside it and put it beside the largest names. Remy Martin, things of the sort. When it comes to cigars, this is a reputable cigar made by Cohiba. This is a very special blend that took over 20 years to make. If you think Jay-Z just showed up and told everybody what to do, you're very wrong. I'm sure he was intricately involved in the process, but make no mistake about it. This cigar was produced and blended by the artisans at Cohiba. They know what they're doing, and he has co-signed an incredible cigar. Billy Boulevard, PureMaduro.com. Ease up.